Is it possible to taste all the flavor notes in your coffee? Today, we have some washed 74158s from Ethiopia, roasted by Hitch Coffee. Flavor notes are white peach, orange, green apple, and maple syrup. Right when you open the bag, you get a really nice, rich aroma. Absolutely divine. Gear that we're going to be using today is the V60 Neo, Cafe Apica Papers, and the ZP6. We're going to start off by measuring 15 grams and grinding at about 4.5 on the ZP6. And with the water set at 92 degrees, we're going to do an open bloom with 45 grams. At 30 seconds, we're going to do a steady pour to 110 straight down the center. At 1 minute, we're going to close the switch, and then at 130, we're going to open it back up and then pour to 240. Even though it looks like it's been fully drained, we're going to let it go for a little bit longer so we can build a little bit of that bitterness up. And the total drawdown time should be around 3 minutes. The peach shows up first with a really nice orange and green apple tartness, but then the sweetness just kind of comes back and then just like dithers off. The bitterness is doing exactly what I expected it to do. Add a little bit of structure to all the sweet flavors so it doesn't fall apart. Comment Hitch and I'll send you the full brewing recipe. Welcome to this new angle. Been doing a little setup and preparation for a new series that I'm gonna start. Triple underscore, unfortunately, I'm taking it back to the drawing boards because I couldn't figure out how to actually repeat the process on a very meaningful way. So, it's back to the drawing boards. It's not a dead concept. Triple underscore is still here, but we're back to another cup. Today, these are washed 74158s from Ethiopia, roasted by Hitch Coffee. The flavor notes are white peach, orange, green apple, and maple syrup. The gear that I use today is the V60 Neo, Cafe Apica Papers, and the ZP6. So I went to the cafe and bakery show that happened in Seoul last month. Stopped by various different coffee shops, and Hitch Coffee was one of the more louder booths in terms of visual. The samples that I had were really delicious. I mean, I still remember kind of the flavor profiles. And the Arbegonas, I have been seeing a little bit more coffee roasters here in Korea using beans from the Arbegona region. And you know what? It's fantastic. It's so good. The flavor profile for this is white peach, orange, green apple, and maple syrup. And I expected it to be a little bit more fruity, tarty, kind of like a sour varietal, because I think recently I've been having a lot of just like very sweet and just like mellow coffee. So I wanted something a little bit more acidic or sour or tart. But these, fortunately or unfortunately, they just taste good. Outright, straight up. It's so delicious. The brewing recipe that I did was 15 grams at a 1:16 ratio. I used 92 degrees Celsius water, and on the ZP6, I grinded at 4.5. For my brewing recipe, with the switch open, we did an open bloom of 45 grams, and then at 30 seconds, I poured to 110, very slow and steady, straight down the center, and then at 1 minute, I closed the switch. At 130, I opened it back up, and then poured to 210 in a very aggressive way, bringing down all the sides and just like making sure the grounds were fully saturated again, with a total drawdown time of 3 minutes. The bed itself should dry out around 245, but the little residual kind of like remaining drops, I left it going intentionally because I wanted to add a little bit of bitterness into the flavor profile. When I did my initial testing, it kind of like missed that flavor structure. The aroma that I got out of the cup, it's fantastic. It has like a really nice nutty roasted flavor profile, but I think that's more from the maple syrup, but it has that really sweet profile, like a very subtle peachy flavor. It's fantastic. You get a really nice mellow maple syrup undertone. Everything is very like maple syrupy undertone, so there's a little bit of density to it, but the main flavor that hits you at first is the peach flavor. The white peach sweetness is really light, and then it goes up into a nice orange tart, sour kind of profile, but then it slowly kind of like dithers off into a really mellow sweetness that is kind of very similar back to the white peach. The bitterness that I introduced at the very end adds a little bit of structure so it stays like a really balanced cup. To be honest, this is a fantastic cup. I'm so glad that I had this. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, send me a comment. Let me know if you've tried Hitch Coffee or beans from Arbegona. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.